What's cracking, yo? Welcome back to Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic. What's good? Back with another episode of Amazing Plays, Larry Bird edition. In this playlist, we basically take a look at plays by individual teams or players, analyze them, and, I give my best interpretation of the play the best way I can, though I am not a professional. So this one was recommended to us by longtime supporter and subscriber, funny guy, Andy Bilac Show. He said in the other Amazing Plays Larry Bird video, this was his response. This is my second favorite pass, meaning the one in the other video. The one I find most amazing is where Larry passed to Kevin, who's under the basket, and the ball was heading out of bounds. The pass had no room for chance. Break it down, please, because most don't see the precision involved in this impossible pass. So here we go. I hope I do you justice, Andy, and give this the appropriate interpretation and breakdown as it deserves, but I will try my best because it is actually one of my favorite Bird passes too. So, all right, so let's take a look at it, one or two times, probably two times, in fast motion, in real time. Take a look at it if you haven't seen this before.
Won't go, Bird the rebound. Over his head to mchale.
Nasty pass. Let's take it back. Just sick.
Bird the rebound. Over his head to mchale.
One more time. Sensational. Bird, one of the best passes I've ever seen.
Bird the rebound. Over his head to mchale.
So I was trying to figure out what defensive scheme they were using here. The team in blue, not sure who they even are, to be honest with you. I thought they might have been in your standard 2-3 zone with maybe somebody out of place and, on a scramble. I'd have to see the whole play, to be honest with you, instead of just this fragment. And then I was like, well, they could be in a box and one. Until I see the player that slides up from the top. I don't know if that's I think that I'm assuming that the white guy there, number 5, I think his number is, he seems like he should be the guy at the top if it was a box and one. So I'm not completely sure, or it could just be a man situation, everybody scrambling, but I'd have to see the whole play, but it doesn't matter. That so much for this play breakdown. So Bird grabs the board. Strong rebound by Bird. It's funny, they always say Bird had a knack for knowing where the ball was going to bounce off the rim a lot. And you got, 3 Celtics players and 2 of the opposing team's players right there. Bird doesn't have as good position as they do as far as being close to the basket, but maybe that was designed. Maybe Bird knew that's where the ball was. Because they tipped the ball too. It did hit the rim. And it got tipped out towards Bird. That would have been impossible for him to predict that. But you see here, Bird grabs the rebound. Immediately, Kevin McHale's hand goes up. Now, even here, Bird could have whipped it real quick, just like that. Or even a quick behind the back, probably could have hit DJ or McHale. He could have just whipped it real quick before number 5, that defender, got in place. But he didn't. He could have got it around, because the guy on his left shoulder, well, closer to his back, but on his left shoulder, doesn't even have his hands up. He could have whizzed it right by his head. Bird had options. But I bet you Bird just wanted to make a more spectacular play, to be honest with you. And I'm glad he did. Because I've seen him do that pass a lot when I'm talking about off the rebound before you can fully hit the ground or before you hit the ground. Just flip it up real quick to the player under the basket as the defensive collide on you with the tension. But he made an even more spectacular play. So he gathers himself, secures the ball here. And these 2 defenders here obviously double team him off the rebound. But before Bird lets them try to push him closer to the corner of the court, maybe they were trying to get him to pick up his dribble and then corral him and push him farther away from the basket before he could let them even try to push him. Or even before Bird allows them to turn that soft trap. This is a soft trap right now. They really don't have a stern body on them. Nobody's wrapping their arms around to get their hand on the ball, or the defender here even coming around to face Bird face to face and put clamps on the ball while the other defender covers the paint. side of it, or even the possibility of number 5 coming in for a super hard triple team trap. But before he even lets them do that and hardens that double team, Bird takes one dribble, pivot foot out, gathers, right? He didn't dribble all the way to the corner. That would have been a bad mistake. I see players do that a lot. They'll take that dribble and let them force them all the way to the corner of the basket. Now you're really in a pickle, and you're either going to go out of bounds, it's going to be a jump ball, or you're going to be forced to timeout while you're trying to hold on to the ball. So I've seen this turn into a disaster a lot. But Bird, like I said, he sees. When he gets the rebound, notice his head right there. Eye contact with mchale. He sees mchale right there. That's how he knows mchale is there. Well, he would have known that anyway, right? Given knowing that the two defenders were there that were fighting for the rebound, collapsed on Larry Bird. So obviously he knows there's 3 Celtic players under the bench, but he absolutely makes contact with him right there, and to ensure that no other defenders slid in at that moment. But number 5 does slide in here. Bird still delivers the pass behind the back. You want to talk about a no look. Bird got his look already. Bird got his look off the rebound. That's the only look he needed. So at this point, this is a full, complete no look because he knows where mchale is. Whipping this ball behind his head, over his shoulders, in between. These guys, these defenders have no idea this is coming. Look at them. They still don't even know that the ball. They haven't reacted to the ball yet. Homeboy right here is still looking straight forward as if Bird got it right there. So Houdini, magician. They still haven't reacted to the ball wasn't by their head. old guy on Bird's left shoulder there. Well, our will be us looking at the screen, right shoulder, but Bird's left shoulder. He now reacts to it. He starts to follow the ball. Other boy right here is finally turning. The ball's already about to bounce by the time he realizes, or reacts rather, realizes and reacts. Exceptional play. Ballsy play at that, Bird. Ballsy play. Ballsy. Number 5, man, you should have took another step, buddy. And maybe number 5, no, he was a little bit too late. He should have took another step. He might have would have caught that, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't. But absolutely, mchale flashing, hands up, ready for the ball. And I like what DJ did here. If you notice here, instead of DJ just staying in the paint, why would you do that, right? You want to allow Bird to have as many options as possible. Having 3 people right next to each other in the paint makes no sense at all. So leave mchale in the paint as the better finisher in the paint as the guy with length. In case something else happens, he can grab the rebound if it was a miss per se. DJ does the right thing. He slides a step over to give Bird another choice. So if you couldn't get it to mchale or didn't want to get it to mchale, you had DJ open middle of the box there. So smart move on DJ. And Bird, like I said, they don't even react to it in time. Tough pass, man. There was only one way for that ball to go. And like Andy said, out of bounds. But Bird hits that bounce at the literal, throws that pass at the perfect angle, perfect trajectory, perfect bounce. Boom, right there. Oof. Losing circulation. He's losing circulation. Bounce right there. Boom. And the long arm of the law, mchale's long arms, that long arm of the law. Left arm by mchale sucks that ball up easy. No travel. Maintains his poise. The defender, I kept saying this dude was number 5. This dude was number 15, excuse me. I could only see the 5 at the other angles. He is number 15. Gathers that joint up. And finish. I would like to see this play like from the very, 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 very beginning, because I do want to see what kind of defense they're using here. I do. Like the box in one is usually set up if you have, one supremely talented offensive player around 4 players that, really can't create for themselves. or no focus on them. But, you got DJ, which wouldn't fit that scenario. And you got mchale, which, definitely wouldn't fit that scenario either, at a minimum on the floor. So boxing one probably wouldn't be the best set for that, but this would kind of appear to be with the little sample size I have. But yeah, boom. mchale flashes, eye contact, soft double team, not going to let him do a hard double team or a potential triple team. DJ slides out to give Bird other options. Perfectly placed pass. Ball nowhere to go but out of bounds. But the important thing with the pass, though, the important thing was on the bounce, ensuring that the bounce was in bounds, which gives mchale the opportunity to flush and finish. Putting the bounce perfectly in the paint allowed mchale to get that. The only way it could go. Listen, if Bird miscalculated that, that could have very easily went out of bounds. Now, he had about another 2 to 3 feet of wiggle room, but anything more than that, that would have hit the line and went out of bounds. So, good calculation and measurements by Bird. Good on the Boston Celtics teammate for being right where they needed to be in the event of that situation. Hive mindset, as they say, right? But nicely done. Let's watch it one more time in fast motion or real time.
Won't go. Bird the rebound. Over his head to mchale.
No, seriously, that ball was placed so perfectly. The measurement was perfect. Perfect. It really was. Like I said, he had a couple, maybe 2, maybe 3 feet towards the end of mchale they had to play with before it hit out of bounds. But any shorter than that, number 15 would have gobbled that ball up. Any shorter on the bounce, that would have been gobbled up. So that was perfect. And I'm not even completely sure if he knew number 15 that slid in, because by this time, look, he just starts sliding as Bird is throwing it in somewhat anticipation. So, I mean, that all worked out perfectly. One more time. I love that.
Won't go. Bird the rebound. Over his head to mchale.
What team is this with the blue jerseys? The whole time I was thinking it's probably the San Diego Clippers, but I'm not completely sure. That's the only team I can remember that has blue jerseys like that aren't like alternative jerseys, Like a lot of teams have different colors with alternatives, but there weren't that many alternatives so much back in the day as there is now. But that looks like the San Diego Clippers, and that white guy kind of look like he might have some curly, longish, froish hair. Might be Bill Walton, but I'm not sure. If y'all know what team this is, let me know. I'm thinking it's San Diego Clippers though. Beautiful. That's all I got for this one. If you want to add anything to this play, let me know in the comment section. I don't catch everything. If you want, like I said, you want to add your own input, your own analysis, please. I love to hear it. So I can't tell you how many times I went back in the comment sections to these amazing plays videos, and people who have seen things that I didn't see and interpreted them in a way I didn't. And I was like, good point. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. So yeah, let me know. Appreciate it. Check out our amazing plays playlist. Check out our reaction video playlist. Check out our Larry Bird playlist. All kinds of players, all kinds of stuff. Take care, be blessed. Catch you on the next one. We out, baby.